A normal course of your relationships with your friends, do you pass on lies about your friends?
Ooh.
I don't recall. Do you? I don't recall. Don't recall. You said it was magistrate court, municipal match. I mean, you said magistrate.
They deserve a DA that won't have sex with his employees.
I didn't sexual assault anybody.
Ms. Anna Rodriguez.
Ask that again, please.
No doubt. Hugging, kissing.
To have inappropriate contact because we deserve better.
I certainly will not be choosing people to date and work under me.
What is good, YouTube family? It's your boy Shy. We back again with the Black Anomaly Rising channel. So I got to talk to y'all about District Attorney Fani Willis and his ongoing hearing to get her dismissed from the Trump trials and get all of the charges dropped. So they had Terence Bradley. For those who remember him, okay, you saw the title in the thumbnail. This guy has been trying to get away with dang near murder because he's trying to say that he can't talk about the case because of attorney-client privilege. Now, the thing that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and you kind of got to try to piece together, is the fact that he is a key witness in all of this. It's arguable that this case would not even exist if it wasn't for Terence Bradley, or at least the case in terms of the hearing to dismiss Fani Willis is what I mean. Okay, because he basically had phone calls, texts, and emails, all to the lead defense attorney for Michael Roman, one of the defendants in the basically Trump RICO indictments and so forth. So attorney Ashley Merchant has been talking to Terence Bradley on and off for a long time prior to this. Now, Terence has been backpedaling his freaking butt off. He's trying as hard as he can not to release any information whatsoever, but it's not working. They tried to first squash the case. I think they call it quash. They tried to basically stop this hearing from even happening. They tried to prevent multiple witnesses from testifying. When the witnesses do testify, they try to prevent them from talking about specific things. All signs point to Fani Willis and Nathan Wade being extremely guilty and corrupt. Okay. And one of the things here is that even though they have literal text messages, okay, Terence Bradley has text messages where he definitively said that Nathan Wade and Fani Willis's relationship started pretty early on, prior to the prosecution when Nathan became the Trump prosecutor. He today, for the first time ever, said that he was just speculating. Take a look.
You told me that their relationship started when she left the DA's office and was a judge in South Fulton. Where did you obtain that knowledge from?
I was speculating. I didn't have a no one told me I was speculating.
No one told you that?
No one told me that.
You were speculating based on things that had been told to you or things you had observed?
So I'm going to object as to the nature of this line of questioning, because the witness has made it clear he was speculating as to how or what he knew. And if it's speculation, it's inadmissible before this court.
All right, but the motivations for his reason for speculating would be admissible, so I'll overrule that.
Thank you, Judge. Was this speculation, when you told me that, was that based on things that had been told to you and things that you had witnessed?
I never witnessed anything.
Okay.
So, you know, it was speculation. I can't tell you anything specific, if that's what you're asking.
But do you recall me asking you, do you think it started before she hired him? And you said absolutely. Do you recall that?
I see that in the text message, yes.
Okay. And do you also recall me asking you how they would react if they would attack me? And you said, no, they will deny it.
Your Honor, objection as to speculation. as to how he thinks they will react.
I think that goes to the motivations of the witness overall.
And you told me that they will deny it.
That's written in there, yes.
After the word absolutely, you, on your own, said it started when she left the DA's office and was judge in South Fulton. They met at the municipal court CLE conference. That's what you said, correct?
That is correct.
Now, it's your testimony, at least so far, that when you, on your own, gave those two statements in the text, that you were merely speculating and did not have that knowledge from Mr. Wade. Is that your testimony under oath?
Yes, that's what I testified to. Yes, sir.
So maybe you can tell the court, in your own words, why in the heck would you speculate in this text message and say that it started when she left the DA's office and was a judge in South Fulton? Why would you speculate and say that in a text? What would cause you to put that down as speculation?
I don't recall, but why I thought that it started at that time. But I do recall that he only met her, and I testified to that he met her at that conference, which was in 2019.
You knew that Ashley Merchant represented a defendant in this case when you were text messaging with her, correct?
Yes, I did. Yes.
And you knew that the reason she was asking you questions about Mr. Wade was because she was trying to show when the relationship began, correct?
No, that's not.
Why would you speculate when she was asking you a direct question about when the relationship started?
I have no answer for that.
Except for the fact that you do, in fact, know when it started, and you don't want to testify to that in court.
Overruled.
That's the best explanation, isn't it?
This is a completely
Overruled.
argumentative.
That's the true explanation, because you don't want to admit it in court, correct?
No, I have no direct knowledge of when the relationship started.
Maybe you can explain why you wouldn't say, I don't know.
Is that a question? You're asking me a question to answer?
Definite question.
State that again. I apologize.
If you're being asked, as we've just gone through with this text message from Ms. Merchant,
Yes.
as the attorney for a co-defendant,
Yes.
and she's asking you about the relationship, and she's clearly asking you about the timing, why wouldn't you just have said in response, I don't know when it started?
I don't know why I didn't say I don't know.
Now, these attorneys told him up on that speculation comment because it sounds like BS, because the motion document that Ashley Merchant filed on behalf of Michael Roman, she sent this document over to Terence Bradley to review. And he reviewed it, and he said it looked good. Okay? Like, he didn't say, wait, let's change it. And he tried to act like, well, you know, I didn't really know what was in the document. But then toward the very end of the hearing today, they smoked him. Take a look.
Mrs. Merchant sends you a motion prior to January 8th of 2024 for you to review.
That is correct.
And did you in fact review that motion?
That is correct.
You knew that Ms.
No.
Merchant.
No, I did not know that she was relying on me for any accuracy other than what was put in there about the $74,000.
And you knew that she was going to use that information to somehow benefit and file a motion, benefit her client, correct?
I did not know that.
Okay,
So I did not, well, I'm sorry.
So as an attorney yourself, you are testifying here under oath that you had no idea what Miss Merchant was going to do with all the details that you were giving her about Wade and Willis's relationship?
So at the time, no, I did not. I knew that Miss Merchant was gathering information. That is correct.
You said Mr. Bradley, you said you didn't know what Miss Merchant was going to be doing with the motion that she sent to you. Remember that testimony a few minutes ago?
I think I said I didn't know that. I knew that she was gathering information, yes.
Well, let's look at the title of the motion that she sent you. Do you remember reading?
That was sent on the 6th.
Excuse me. Do you remember reading the defendant Michael Roman's motion to dismiss grand jury indictment as fatally defective and motion to disqualify the district attorney, her office, and the special prosecutor from further prosecuting this matter? Do you remember seeing that in the draft that you read and reviewed?
Yes.
So when you tell this court that you didn't know what she was up or what she was going to do, she kind of gave you a hint, didn't she, in the title of the motion that she sent for you to read? Didn't she? Yes or no?
I read the title of what the motion was.
There wasn't anything in the title that threw you off. Pretty straightforward speaking title, isn't it?
Correct.
So you knew that what she wanted was information from you so that she could then file a motion to dismiss the grand jury indictment, to motion to disqualify the district attorney and her office and the special prosecutor from further prosecuting the matter, right?
I'm going to object to speculation.
You knew that, didn't you?
Overruled.
Yes or no?
When she sent that motion, yes.
Okay. And you knew that the special prosecutor that to whom she was referring in that motion was Mr. Wade, correct? You knew that.
Yes.
Because you read the motion. You said you reviewed it, correct?
Yes.
All right, so y'all see that. He tried to say, at first, I didn't know what she was going to do with the document. How was I supposed to know, right? And like, I mean, I thought we were just having casual conversations from one attorney, the literal Trump RICO case attorney, to another attorney that happens to be Nathan Wade's friend, and he happens to know that Nathan Wade is the head prosecutor, but then they got him on that dang title. Man, they dug up his booty, man. Like, look. It's over, okay? They caught you on the title. It says that the motion to dismiss the district attorney's office, and this dummy basically perjurized himself, like under oath. I don't understand why he's trying so hard to not say anything. I'm trying to figure out what would be worse. Saying something, maybe he feels like if he says something, then he's going to be disbarred. But, you know, because of, I don't know, something related to attorney-client privilege, or maybe they have even more dirt on him than we've uncovered up to this point. Like maybe Terence knows it and he feels like retaliation is going to come from maybe Nathan knows it and he feels like retaliation is going to come from Nathan and Fani, or he just doesn't want the negative publicity. But it's like, dude, you're already on the camera. Like, you can't fight it. It's over. Okay. I don't really know exactly what he's trying to do, but essentially today he's perjurized himself. First off, he made himself look stupid by intentionally misinterpreting attorney-client privilege. And secondly, they asked him if he knew what Ashley Merchant was planning on doing. He said no. And then they proved that, of course, you knew what she was going to do because you read the motion document and you approved the motion document, and the title of the damn document said what they were trying to do. There's no way that somebody who's an attorney would miss something like this. Okay, now I will admit, Terence Bradley do seem like he's kind of slow, but I don't think he's that slow. I think that he knows. I just think that now he's in a situation where he's trying to keep his lies straight. That's why he keep having all these weird stutters and all these pauses, because he's trying to like, wait, I said this earlier, so let me not contradict it with something else. So he's trying to figure out how to keep his lies straight, and he doesn't know how. He can't keep them straight. None of them can. Fani pays with cash. Terrence never visits Fani. Cell phone records and text messages, 2,000 calls and 12,000 text messages found that the private investigator says happened before the time that Fani Willis and Nathan Wade claim that they're together. That's coming up on Friday. So be on the lookout for that. I already did a video about this, but they're going to have another hearing because the evidence keep piling on. And these fools are just going to deny it and put themselves in more and more and more trouble. And at this point, I mean, I never really felt sorry for them to begin with because they're trying to ruin other people's lives in similar ways. They're trying to say, oh, they're liars, they're crooked, they're corrupt. But look at y'all. Have y'all looked in the damn mirror? This is freaking ridiculous. This is a complete clown show. And these fools are trying to act like people out here are so dumb, and they act like they think Judge McAfee is dumb. He seems like he's pretty sharp. Like he gets it. And today he kept overruling all them stupid behind objections that they tried because none of them meant anything. Hey, objection, objection, objection. Let these people talk. Well, I know you're supposed to be the prosecution attorney. You're trying to prevent the case from being dropped against Trump and Michael Roman and so forth. But man, look, this is over. Fani Willis ruined this for y'all. Okay? Terence ruined this for y'all. Okay? These people was digging deep just like Nathan was. Okay? They was digging deep. And they got some good information. They got off today. Okay? This situation, if you on the side of Fani, if you just don't want her, if you think she's guilty, but you don't want her to get busted, I guess I understand. Maybe you just really like Fani. Maybe you know her personally. Maybe you just love black women, black power, right? Maybe you're one of those. But if you seriously think Fani Willis is innocent, wow. Wow, I got a freaking bridge to sell you, bro, because this lady is as guilty as they come. So is Nathan, and so is Terrence. The only person who seemed like was telling the damn truth is Fani Willis's friend, who exposed her. Everybody else is lying their ass off. Between Fani, Nathan, and Terrence, they all lying their ass off, and I don't see why Terrence tried to protect her because Anna Cross threw Terrence under the bus. Y'all saw that? But that's my most popular video on this channel so far, is when Anna Cross smokes Terrence for being basically a predator. Okay. What a freaking mess. At this point, even with this evidence alone, if the judge don't remove Fani Willis, I have no hope for this legal system whatsoever. You always gonna be at risk of just getting screwed over and the bad guys winning and the good guys losing. You're always just going to be at risk. Flip a coin. the game's rigged. It's over if Fani Willis gets to stay on this case. Okay? Charges drop. I don't know. But Fani Willis staying on the case, this is closed and shut. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
Did you tell her any lies about Mr. Wade and Miss Willis's relationship?